My name is Ashani Rizea Esquiray.
Hi, my name is Rudolph Jan Gaba.
Hi, my name is Ella Kate M. Delgado.
Hi, my name is Jason M. Cabral.
Let's have a recap of the video.
The video talks about everything you need to know in manning the front desk position at the rich cold weather shelter. This includes how to check a resident in, where things are located in front desk area, and checking references for every papers and documents. As you watch the video, there's a statement where she talks about everything in her place, which is the front desk position. So before we proceed for reflecting ourselves in what the video wants to emphasize, let's be familiarized first for some unfamiliar words and things she used in the video.
First one, cold weather shelter. From the word shelter, its purpose is to become a protective action strategy taken to maintain resident care in the facility and to limit the movement of residents, staff, and visitors in order to protect people and property from a hazard. These communities are built to specific standards that allow residents who are unable to evacuate during a cold weather to remain inside their ignition-resistant house until the emergency is over.
They also talks about the HMIS book. So what is this book? So upon our research, the HMIS stands for Homeless Management Information System. It is a local information technology system used to collect client-level data and data on the provision of housing and services of homeless individuals and families, and persons at risk of homelessness.
So, what have you learned from the video?
This is my reflection. What about yours?
It is a very knowledgeable video. My reflection is,
On those situations, as I reflected myself,
Upon watching the video, my reflection is,
Very interesting about knowing front desk managing. So my reflection here is,
So in the video, it explained here that there are some most important questions you need to ask. But before you ask them, make sure you have a paper wherein you put everything about resident in information. Also, to familiarize yourselves to look at the official clock, to look at the door button for opening the door, and to the telephone before the residents or a volunteer or fox is coming.
Question you must ask is who is the resident or volunteer to in? Ask them if they have any drugs, weapon, or alcohol, or cell phone that they would want it to turn it off or keep it in silence.
Ask them also if they have any valid ID so they can be recording on the cold weather shelter sign-in log.
It is extremely important to ask those questions and get their response because once they get over to the search table, the sequences occur. So from that situation, I realized that putting information upon residents check-in has a step-by-step process to do. In order to have a good references that serve as the basis, checking in the right process that the front desk wants to know about the persons who's arriving. As I observed, it is very important first to become familiar with the environment of front desk area. Why? It is because if you don't know where the papers or anything that you need to put it in that particular locations, the troubles may occur upon checking information of the residents, folks, or volunteers. So if that happen, it becomes difficult for you to find those things. And as you watch the video, it is very clean and very well organized according to its use. That's why it's extremely needed to familiarize yourself first to the position of front desk. And I myself, as I reflected on that situation, I trained myself more for the improvement of my learnings and continuously visualizing knowledge
About handling front desk tasks so that we can avoid such misleading actions. So the key here is good communication skills and personal appearance are very important and influencing factors.
from the video, there's a clip there where she mentioned about the things that the residents checking in have, like weapons, alcohols, drugs, knives, or scissors, for example, which are needed to surrender or put in the front desk upon checking in. On those situations, as I reflected myself, I realized that When you're in that position, you should have an idea on how to handle personal things of the guests. It is very important to locate them in the proper places of the front desk area and coordinate them to the people who have the authority to keep them. And if you wonder, why do we need to register or surrender those things? Simply because registration provides greater protection for the personal things of the guests. Also, those things that are needed to surrender to the front desk officer could be harmful things which may cause unexpected events and put everyone at risk of getting hurt. Surrendering those things and putting them in safe places can prevent unnecessary things to happen and to keep the safety of everyone, including the staff and the other guests. We never know what each of us have in the deepest part of our mind. So better yet, prevent the damage before it's done.
Upon watching the video, it is always still here the importance of handling the papers, envelope properly, and most importantly, they set the particular date and time when they have only conducted an operation for checking in. If the front desk tell that you must arrive for that particular time, so you should do it, because it becomes very hectic to the front desk personnel to handle it when the residents are suddenly coming up for more than 75 or 85 residents. And that's one of the real purpose of handling front desk position. So you must also be ready for every situation must happens. As I reflected myself, it is important to know the shelter step and have connections with different agencies. For some emergency alert, like being connected to the near medical center, police department, or anything, it could be residents calling the shelter for some information.
As you watch the video, the information there about the MHIS book, it said that this one set is a homeless management nation system that gives for tracking information and statistics, where every resident will we have sheet that is the book alphabetically with their names, especially their last names. There must also read liner and already mentions the video where you need to familiarize yourself in, can locate and point the little notes and the documents on some good things and happen or it's you have concern. It is very interesting upon knowing front desk managing, so my reflection here is, if we become a one of the front desk staff, I'll make sure that I become familiarized with the area things needed to operate in the front desk area. I also realized that function of front office is directly get in touch the customers, and as usually, the first place that customer get the when they arrive from check-in.
In the video, to review the cold weather shelter, sign into the log for the residents. They have a paper as reference which have columns including wake-up call list. So the volunteer will ask the residents if he or she needs a wake-up call. Also, there is a clock in time, so you'll be referencing the official clock for that certain time. Furthermore, in the cleaning team, you must put the exact time they are coming in and you will indicate each resident as they come on a particular time. It is a very knowledgeable video. My reflection is that as a part of hospitality industry, you should be very welcome to your residents or to your guests and clients. I realize that providing fair offers of services that genuinely meet and also exceed a customer's needs is a very important part. They will rely on your services that provides experiences that will make them very happy and very comfortable.